Harvest is not going to happen. Follow her. Listen, you bottle baby. You're big. Uh-oh. What's going on? Never good when the combine stops. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. It's going to be a busy few days.
I can tell Jess hasn't worked here in a while. His tractor's covered in
Morning, guys. It's Monday. She says good morning. I just remembered when I went to go to sleep last night that 4 weeks ago I vaccinated these guys for their chlamydia vaccine and that they are due for a booster probably due yesterday, but today is fine too. So I have help. We use this stuff. Chlamydia is different in sheep as it is in humans. Oh, it's pouring out right now. Thank you for that amplification. Anyway, so we've been doing a chlamydia vac basically since my first year sheep farming. Harvest is not going to happen. That's the most rain we've had all friggin' year. September. Anyway, we're going to go ahead with this. It's a, I believe, a 2 ml dose. So this is their second dose. Okay, one already escaped our grasp. And I'm using this again. Yep, span them. And again, we're going to use our Gallagher because I need a tutorial on how to do medications. It's on my list of things to ask Michael. Follow her. Don't be shy. Come on. Why? Oh my god. Come on. This is actually a lot nicer. Everybody was right and I was the only thing is like when you get an airlock, you don't see it. What freaking work? Okay, this is exactly why I don't like using these. They get like airlocks. And if you're not paying attention, you're not vaccinating. Did I do her? Why won't it go? I wonder if it's just this kind of bottle doesn't work very good on it. Or is it like pitchy stuff too? It doesn't seem like it's a different color. It's white. Come on. Wasting half of it. That auto doser keeps airlocking, so I don't know if it's because of the consistency of this vaccine. It is a white vaccine, so, or maybe it's this bottle, but it keeps airlocking, and if you're not paying attention, you can be vaccinated and nothing could be in the syringe. So I'm just getting really frustrated, so I'm gonna just use the old reliable. So what they're saying is I should be changing the needle when I'm sucking or when I'm drawing, and then use a different needle when I'm putting it into the animal. I wonder if you could leave the needle in here and just keep plopping the syringe in it. I just gotta remember which one is which. This is a pain, by the way. This ain't it, bro. Okay. Well, it didn't go as good as planned, but we made do. Oh, I never even saw her. Listen, you bottle baby. Bring them up. Okay, we are just getting ready here to weigh up the market lambs. I know we're gonna have a trailer load because I'm pretty sure I had one last week. But last week I had a load of ewes that I wanted to take to the sales barn, so I only want to make one trip. But the reason I want to do it Monday instead of like tomorrow or Wednesday is just that side I feel is a bit full. The ewe lambs, I wasn't sure how many we were gonna have. I think there's around 60, so they've got a ton of room, and I would say they don't have enough room. So I wanted to do it Monday to give the ones that are left over just a little more room. So we're gonna put the ones that are ready just in this front little part. I call it my little drop pen. And we're only gonna scan the animals that weigh 105 pounds or more, like usual. All right, girls, you're gonna have to share your pen. So I'm just gonna start this job, and then Chris is gonna meet me over here when she's done feeding. Hopefully they'll cooperate this week. Last week with that weather system, they did not cooperate at all. So we're still using the Gallagher over here. Again, all their information was entered on the Gallagher, so it's just all here. So yeah, again, just to piggyback until I get completely onto the flock watch. You're big. 129 pounds. What are you? A ram lamb, a single, a Rito cross. That's pretty good. Just finished up here, and I'm just gonna go over the stats. We had 25 animals ready. Sorry, I always wait till you start moving those gates. Carry on. We'll look at the sheep for a bit. Chris is cleaning up. And they're really loud. I forget how loud the gates are until I go to edit. I'm like, patience. Minimum weight for this group was 106 pounds. Max was 129 pounds. I think that was one of our first ones that you guys would have saw. Let's go over who the daddies were of this group. 20% were Steel Rams, 8% Dorset, 4% Suffolk, 64% Rito, and 4%, I didn't mark down a dad, I guess. That could be an oopsie baby. A lot of them were Rito, but a lot of this group is Rito, so I don't know if we can say too much. I went on Instagram to ask some fellow sheep farmers if they knew what I was doing, and everyone's like, oh, you're holding it wrong, which I've had these things like my whole entire sheep career off and on. I just have never really loved any of them. This is the only one I kind of like. And the gland vac worked fine when I had it. So I have a little bit left that I was going to throw out anyway, so I'm just going to practice with it. So basically it's empty right now. So they have to be upside down, I'm assuming, because this is... So let's just fill it up. So perfect. Thank God for Bounty. And then I usually pull it out of mum, and then I let go of the trigger, which someone actually said was the right way, and it works fine. So I don't know why sometimes it worked, and then often you'd do like 10, and then it wouldn't refill. So I don't know. I don't know what is going on. Of course, I'm doing it perfect here, and the U isn't moving. So maybe sometimes when you get jiggling around, it doesn't fill right. I don't know. This is frustrating. So anyway, for those who answered, thank you. I think it's okay, but I just want to make sure the right dose is going in to each animal, and I don't like always having to check, I guess is the biggest thing. I just like to know it's doing the right thing every single time. Yeah, so those, so everything is done. I actually came up in here to write everything down so I don't forget. I did have it in my calendar to vaccinate those ewe lambs yesterday. I just didn't look at the calendar. Okay, go see my sheep. Oh my god, my lambs are so cute! How are they this big already? Morning guys, after a very long week, I think we may just be getting at soybeans again today. It's very exciting. We had such good conditions here a week ago, and now we're not muddying it up, but it's not as good as it was, and we want to plant wheat here right after he's done combining. So what we'll do is we'll combine today. Jack's actually giving us a hand today. We're going to combine as much as we can, and then I think we might fill up the air seeder, and he might do one load and then a couple more loads in the morning. So basically we're putting in wheat seed anytime we're not combining is kind of the plan. So we ended up getting 5 inches of rain here on Monday and Tuesday, and you know, after not getting it really when we needed it all summer, it was just, we weren't doing good basically Tuesday/Wednesday, and then by Thursday we were feeling maybe a little more optimistic about stuff. But here we are on Sunday. It's just barely fit to go again today, but they're calling for more rain on Thursday, so it's gonna be a busy few days. What are you thinking? It's doing the chew test. What's the synopsis?
I don't know what the synopsis is.
Ouch. Looks like they're combining okay.
I can tell Jess hasn't worked here in a while. His tractor's covered in
Yeah, you can blame your dad for that.
It's covered in which you can blame your mother on.
We'll see who can do buggy better, you or Jess.
Just, maybe a foot.
You can't really see your camera very good either. Camera's not very good. Thought I'd jump on the buggy with Jack because this is the only time I'll probably see you for the next month. Tell the people what you've been up to in the last 6 months. 5 months? It's been a long time.
Programming a robot.
What do your robots do? Because I can never really... Uh-oh. What's going on?
Probably nothing good.
Never good when the combine stops.
It was an abrupt stop.
Abrupt. Oh, Lucy. Oh no. Is she bringing her in here? She's gotta pee. Oh my god, I've seen everything. Brat. Are you serious? It's a little full in here, Lucy. Didn't want to go for a combine ride today? No? Are we in your seat? Come on up. Come on up. Okay, well, we'll finish our conversation and then I'll take Lucy to my tractor. So, Jack's been busy making a robotic arm. Can we say that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't build it, but I programmed it.
You programmed it, sorry.
Yeah.
It's kind of important.
Yeah,
though.
it moves boxes. That's pretty lame, but it moves a lot of different boxes.
And a lot of different sizes and in a lot of different ways. And you're basically moving it from a conveyor onto a pallet?
Yeah. It moves pallets too.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've been, tell everybody where you've been, because you've kind of been everywhere.
I mean, this year I've been to California, Georgia, Quebec, and then I will be in Salt Lake City, Utah in about 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
Busy.
where I've been.
He's been busy.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. That's already taken. All right, Luce, you want to come with me? Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, I spy with my little eye a door that someone left open and it wasn't me. Well, you guys, it's been a long day, but we are down to the short strokes, just this little chunk. So we have this left, and then there's a wee little field here, a wee little triangle field here, and a wee little triangle field behind us here. And then this field is done. Officially completed 110-ish acres. What a good day. Was this a really good, productive day? And I said to Mark, I thought we were only able to get like 60, 70 acres off on a good day. And he goes, these are big fields. The big fields I can be really efficient and get lots more crop actually off. I'm gonna head to the house, see if I can figure out what we can eat for supper, take it to the field. He's already took off with the air seeder and he's gonna start planting wheat. So this is gonna be kind of our days on repeat. We're gonna take off beans all kind of afternoon, and then we're gonna probably sow a tank load of seed at night and then get up and do 2 more in the morning. That's kind of our goal for this week. Fun fact, that field that we're planting right now, it's taken us 2 years to get wheat in that field. We tried last fall. We got the beans off and then it rained, that first big rain, and then we waited and waited and waited for it to dry out. Wouldn't dry out. I remember we took the tillage, we took the joker to it to kind of try to air it out. Still didn't dry up, rained again, and Mark was like, we can't plant wheat here this year. So we planted beans here again this year, and because they were white beans last year, we planted soybeans this year, and we are indeed getting wheat in the ground. So it's a good feeling so we can get back on rotation. And that's what happens. We try our best to stay on rotation, but if the weather doesn't cooperate, we have to change plans. It's good to get it in this year. All right, I am starving. Morning, she's a cold one. We got our first real frost, I would say. There's a little bit on the grass there, a little bit here. More on our cars, to be honest. Oh no. Yeah, the lawn is like white as snow. Thought I would come in here and change a feed sheet because this next breeding group is due to get bred on October 19th. Witnesses that I did write it in my planner. Usually about 2 weeks before a breeding group, I like to put the ewes on a flush ration. And right now they're on a maintenance ration, so they're just kind of getting the just a requirement to basically stay alive and stay healthy. But when we give them a flush ration, they get a little treat. So they get a little increase in energy. So there'll probably be a little more, there'll be some soybean meal added and some corn and eventually corn silage. But I don't think we're quite there yet for 6 weeks. I'll have to do the math on that. But for now, they'll just get the dry corn as their main energy. So I will feed that flush ration 2 weeks before they get bred. They will be on it the entire length of breeding. And then I usually keep them on for 4 weeks after breeding. That seems like a long time, especially when they're being naturally bred, because they get such a long period to breed. So this is the one time a year that I get a little worried that they kind of get over-conditioned on me. But we are getting into cooler weather. They will need a little extra energy just to keep warm in the cooler temps. We have made it finally into our second soybean field. So we are done 172 acres. We've moved on to this 86 acre field. Acres and my brain don't really jive so much. We're doing really quite well. Mark and I are short-handed, so it is just the two of us. I'm gonna run the buggy, fill all the wagons. We're thinking we can get almost this whole field onto all the wagons, the buggy, the combine, and be only left with maybe 10 acre. It just depends what the yields are running in this field. This field hasn't looked great all year, so we're not having huge high hopes, but we didn't have high hopes for the first field, and it did really quite well too. And I think when we're all done this, we're gonna either unload wagons tonight or in the morning and just start planting wheat again. So priority is really getting this wheat in the ground as we are in October. We really like September planted wheat if we had, you know, the perfect world. So, all right, he's turning around. I better go get him. We did not end up finishing that field. I think we still have 26 acres left and all our wagons are full. Now we didn't fill the buggy completely and we didn't fill the combine. So I think what we're gonna do is just stop here. He's gonna get me started on this auger to, because these are seed beans, are going in a different bin. So he's gonna just coach me on that unit. And then he's gonna take off and plant wheat while I unload all these wagons. And then we'll have everything kind of emptied and ready to go for tomorrow. Good morning. How are we today? Hello, tomatoes. You're much friendlier when you haven't been fed. Hello, Billy's mom. Where's your bucket? Okay, tomatoes. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Where's your buckets? Oh, they're way over there. Is that your bucket? Do you guys want fed out here? You're a dog. All right, let's see here. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. There. You absolutely do not need grain, but you're spoiled. You're spoiled. Morning, guys. I just needed a sheep fix this morning, these in particular. We thought we'd change locations for breakfast this morning. Hi, Ruby. Hey. My buddy. I miss you guys. You miss me too, Ruby. Welcome to day 4 of soybean harvest. I had to do the math quick because we've been at soybean harvest for well over a week now, but we had the rain. I was going to say delay, but it was a full-on stop, a full stop, full rain stop. So we are on the field we started yesterday. Mark and I started yesterday. There was only like 20 to 25-ish acres left to do here, so we got a really good start this morning. The sun's out, we got a bit of a breeze. Mark is totally caught up with wheat, so he got caught up right to basically where the soybeans start there. And we have Monty back today, so that is awesome. Monty had just a really sad few last days. Just lost a really close family member, so we definitely didn't expect him this week, but he was jumping at the bit, I think, to get back to work, and yeah, so it's been hard for him, I think, the last few days. So we're very happy to have him back. So yeah, full team. That means we're gonna rip this off quick and then head to our field, our farthest field, while we have a full team here, and hopefully take off. There's 130-ish acres over there, so between the rest of today and all of tomorrow, weather permitting, we should have that field off. And I think Mark's mission would be to have all that wheat planted by, I'm not sure, because I think they're calling for rain Thursday night now, but if we could have a lot of that wheat in by Thursday night, I think we'd be in really good shape. I think we are on our second last load. We're gonna finish up. I'm gonna take these wagons home, and they're only gonna have maybe a half a buggy left before we move to the next field. So that means we have around 250 acres of soybeans off. We probably have about 230 acres of wheat planted, which is amazing. And hopefully after tomorrow, we should be over half done soybean harvest. We can do quite a bit of work really fast, like in a very compressed window, but it's so much nicer, and we enjoy it so much more when we're not chased by rain. It's like, it's a completely different fall than it was last year. And last week I was really sweating, like I was upset. Mark was really upset. And this week it's like, you forget that last week even happened, if you can believe it. Us farmers, we're pretty resilient, but we need some sun and some nice days for that to happen. I had full intentions of recording where we are, but I haven't had time. The wagons are always full. It's about a 5-mile drive for me to go to the field to pick up wagons and bring them back. So I can get there very fast with my tractor, but getting home we go like half the speed because the wagons are full and those wagons can't go too crazy fast. The other reason is the traffic is insane. We have very quiet roads, but not when all the farmers are going. So our neighbors are dairy farmers, they're taking off corn silage. Beef farmers across where we're combining, they're taking off corn silage. The road that we're on is like a main hub, like a main stretch to the mill in town. So it's just full of trucks, tractors, wagons, cars, because it's a pretty main road too. So this is my third set of wagons. This field is really dry. We're down into 11%. That last load was 11%. It's yielding, they're yielding okay. Like we're shocked. The last two fields, this field that we're in right now and the field we just came from this morning, definitely the one from this morning, we were actually thinking for a hot minute, a real hot minute, of replanting that field. So these two fields looked like trash. The one that we're in now had barely any rain all summer. Even when we got some here in August, it didn't get near as much. So we're pleasantly surprised. Anyway, I better go. This thing's almost empty, but I thought I'd give you the update.
I can hardly see the rail. Yep, no, I was gonna get Danny to put it here.